What's up, Grand Liners? The One Piece trading card game just got a huge power creep, and it makes me feel kind of nervous. I also feel kind of sick. If you can't tell by my voice, your boy got COVID, so I'm at home. And if you support the hustle, drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. Let's talk about this huge power creep. Big Mom was just announced. You can see her effect and read it for yourself on the screen, but just like your third grade teacher, I'm going to assign myself the assignment to read it out loud. Equip to Dawn. When attacking, this is gnarly, guys. You may add one card from the top or bottom of your life area to your hand. If your life is at 2 or less, you may place up to one card from your hand at the top of your life area. So essentially, it has two abilities. And man, power creep, right? Let's talk about power creep in card games in general real quick. Everyone knows there's a famous image of Yu-Gi-Oh, the previous YCS championship, going around where basically there was like 35 cards laid out on the table. It felt like they were doing a deck profile, and people are upset. New people are having trouble keeping up. Now, I think One Piece is very far away from that. I think new card games in general, kind of aware of the issues with older games like Yu-Gi-Oh. I think Bandai is very kind of paying a lot of attention to what people are feeling about other card games. They're doing their research, and they want One Piece to be obviously an enjoyable experience. But as we'll talk about in a future point, they need their money. They need cash flow. So power creep is going to happen. But this is the first real huge instance of power creep. So let's talk about this. First of all, this deck allows you to stall. This deck allows you to stall in a game where so far, right, in the deck limited battles, we were going into time. Actually, your boy lost in the grand finals of the deck limited battle series, the championship match, due to time. I did have a game on board for the following term, I believe, but that's a whole different TED talk. Definitely salty about that one, but it is what it is. Your boy will be back and get that championship Luffy card. So time is a huge issue right now. A lot of people do believe that once the first set is released, Japan and Singapore and other Asian countries, they're not experiencing as much issues with time. But perhaps that's about to change with Big Mom. And using time to your advantage is definitely not healthy for a card game. Stalling is usually a degenerate strategy, right? Everyone hates stall decks. Everyone hates burn decks. It's always that anime kid who sat in the back of the class who is using that stall and burn strategy. The next point that I want to bring up is the offensive power of Big Mom. So the offensive power, this is what I actually, in my previous video, when the artwork for the third set was announced, was my guess at what the ability would be, and it would be stacking your life. And the reason why that's so powerful, the second effect of Big Mom, if your life is at 2 or less, meaning we're barely halfway through the game, you may place up to one card from your hand at the top of your life area. This is amazing because you can stack any event card that you want. Now, it is true, we still don't know what the yellow event cards are, but we do know Bandai needs to sell this deck, and they need to sell the third set. We're already COVID. We're already seeing that the second set is not as popular as the first set when it comes to actual usage in tournaments, right? Now, occasionally there was like a cool blue deck winning. The Ivanka deck was really cool. That blue Luffy is amazing. But the Kaido deck is still doing everything without any of the new cards. And so they do need to break that. And what better way to break that is with this Big Mom Emperor leader card. So the next thing that I want to talk about when it comes to this card is just how busted the cost is for this card. So equipping to Dawn, you're not sending any Dawn back. You're equipping to Dawn. This is an action that you're already going to naturally do in this game with any leader. Swinging for 7K is a normal and standard move. So you are literally not changing the pace of your game, right? Croc, you have to send 4 back. Kaido, you have to plan accordingly and send 7 back. Even with a kid, you have to at least discard a card and tap 3. Here, you are just doing a move you were already going to do. That is busted. So I'm doing something that is already beneficial for the game state, and it benefits the game state even more. So and you get to manipulate the game state as well. You also get to draw a card with the first effect, which I think may be better than it reads. You may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life area to your hand. That is just okay, but when it comes to the fact that once you get to 2 or less, you can start manipulating your life. So maybe taking early life with Big Mom is a lot more okay, which means you get huge hand advantage to the point where once you get to the late game or the second half of the game, you get to manipulate your life area with that hand advantage. So again, the support is not revealed for this card. But at the end of the day, I cannot imagine that there will be lackluster cards. There's going to be a card as powerful as King. There's going to be a card that basically is the equivalent of that Rush Zoro. We're still going to have a 10 drop or a 9 drop. This is going to be an amazing deck. And just this one leader alone says so much about the direction of where set 3 is going. Set 3 may be incredibly overpowered compared to set 2, which was a little bit lackluster, but set 1 still very strong. I do think set 3, based on this ability, even though this is just the starter deck, and the starter deck I believe is sold out already, the Japanese one. It's going to be amazing. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to support your boy. Again, my girlfriend is going to be making videos with me discussing what the heck happened in the deck limited battles and how your boy lost in the grand finals, which was an epic match, and all the mistakes I made in the tournament, and how even with all of my misplays, I was able to make it 8-1 all the way to the top. So hopefully your boy will be back in future events. Now with that, I will see you guys later. Peace out.